Just thinking about it. Thinking about maybe not recording a video today. Thinking about just, saying fuck it all and letting it go. And moving on to the next thing. Which, I guess statistically for me, the next thing would probably just be something ridiculous. Like, I don't even know. What's the next thing after politics and somebody tells you you're, the worst human being in the universe? Where do you go from there? Reading comics? Do you just go back to that? I don't even know. But no, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about some things that have been bothering me today. Some things that I've been thinking about. And you're either going to sit there and listen, or you're not going to listen. You're going to turn this video off. And if you turn this video off, well, okay, whatever. I don't give a shit. Fuck you. If you listen, great, cool. Glad to have you here. I mean, seriously, I do not care what people do with their time. I don't care. That is their life. This is mine. I will live mine how I fucking please, and not a goddamn person's going to tell me anything different. That's part of being an adult. That's part of being an American. But I'll come back to that. So Mitt Romney. Let's talk a little bit about Mitt Romney. Actually, no. Let's talk about a little bit about the Republican National Committee. I have the story somewhere. I'll probably link it if asked. Otherwise, I'm not gonna fucking bother because people can find it on their own. It was linked on CNN. It was linked on Huffington Post. It was linked everywhere that mattered. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, but sometime recently at the Republican National Convention, a couple of dumbasses threw some food items, like nuts or something, at a contributor for CNN who is black and a woman. They were immediately thrown out, as they should have been. And they were immediately denounced by both CNN and the Republican National Convention, as they should have been. And yet somehow are continuing to suggest that it is somehow the fault of the Republican National Convention that it even happened. That, all Republicans are racist. That Mitt Romney is the tool for the tea baggers, the Tea Party people, if you will. That CNN has become their soapbox, and I don't see any of that. I just see a bunch of people who got pissed off that the people they love to vilify aren't as evil as they want to think they are. How do I even put that? Yeah, okay, I'll start. President Obama's a decent guy. He's a great guy. Probably one of the best people on the planet. But that does not make him an excellent president. It does not make him a good boss. And right now we need a good boss. We need someone who can get shit done. And he hasn't gotten shit done. I mean, people have said, well, he signed this Pay Act. Okay, so he signed the Fair Pay Act. That is a good thing he has done. And that's pretty much it. Okay. Healthcare. Let's talk about healthcare. He rammed through the Affordable Health Care Act, which, on the surface seems like a great idea, but in effect, every single person who pays taxes is going to pay more taxes because of this. That's not good. And health insurance itself is a scam. I'm pro-capitalism, but that's some shit right there. Some fucked up shit. Health insurance is fucked. The entire purpose of health insurance is to get you to pay more for shit you don't need, and basically the goal of the health insurance company, because it is a business, the goal of the health insurance companies are to force the American people to pay for things that they don't need. Because how do I put this? An average human will not get as much money as they put into the health insurance business. Or life insurance specifically. Life insurance is definitely like that. Healthcare is even worse, because most people aren't going to get out what they put in. They're not. The few people who are the ones who can't afford to put it in. And if you're telling me that one of my best friends who is diabetic should not have the ability to get healthcare, then fuck you. I agree with subsidized healthcare in small areas. But at the same time, people who are, forcing everyone to cover... it's a gray area. It's things like that. I don't go see a doctor because, yeah, I've got physical problems left and right. I'm probably at risk for several major issues. I don't go see a doctor because I don't have health insurance, and I don't want to put my health care, which I do not absolutely need, off on somebody else. It's that simple. And you know, I feel sick sometimes. I feel sick a lot of the time. But I get up and I go throughout my day and I don't fucking worry about it. I don't lay down and bitch about it. And I'm not saying that people do. I don't even know. It's a gray area. That's the one thing I can say. All I know is spending more money on something that is not absolutely useful by everyone is probably not going to get the best play. Meanwhile, gas is $4.40 a gallon where I'm at. $4.40 a gallon. I'm not even going to try to check to see whether that's even remotely close to the top, because I know people that it's under $3, it's under $4 some places. But again, let me just put it again: $4.40 for 1 gallon of gas. When 4 years ago it was $1.70. That's almost $3 increase. That's a 200% multiplication. You know, actually technically that's almost 200% increase in the price, and that's just not okay. It never will be okay. And yes, President Obama. This is the talking point I've heard. Oh, he declared the Defense of Marriage Act unconstitutional. Yes, well, the president declaring something unconstitutional doesn't mean shit. Congress has to, no, not Congress. The courts have to do that. You know, the 9 people in the Supreme Court who haven't done that yet. I don't even know what to say. Yes, it's a wonderful thing. He's pro-gay marriage. So am I, for obvious reasons. I'm pro-gay marriage, but being pro-gay marriage doesn't mean shit if I can't pay for anything I need. Being pro-gay marriage, same-sex marriage, you know, let's actually be politically correct about it, even though political correctness is just another form of mind control to get you to keep from saying what you're actually thinking. Being pro same-sex marriage means absolutely nothing if you don't have a job to, you know, get married. It's that simple. And I'm going to get a lot of shit. I'm going to get a lot of shit for that because I disagreed with somebody who's queer. Because somebody actually, originally when this post happened on Tumblr, I responded in that very same way to somebody who was queer. And I'm going to get a lot of shit. Because, you know, I'm white, I'm nominally male, and, you know, that's about all I need. And that's bullshit. And I'm not going to try to claim fake racism. Try that again. I'm not going to try to claim reverse racism, because that's bullshit too. Racism is a thing. It happens from white people to black people, and that's the only way it goes. Yeah, some people can be prejudiced, but racism is white to black only. That's how that works. Or I guess white to not white. But, you know, it's not racist for people to hate me. It's just stupid. And again, I'm going to get shit for this. Because in the end, I'm still an atheist. In the end, I am still the same person. I just have looked at things and I've decided that being an atheist doesn't mean that I have to be a liberal, especially when being a liberal is doing more damage to the country than it's doing good. I could go on, and I probably will later because I've got more to say about it. But for now, I'm going to shift gears because I've almost been recording for 10 minutes here. And I'm going to shift gears over to the other thing that happened, which is that somebody sent me a message claiming to know who I am, claiming to call me a friend, and then saying all kinds of hurtful and hateful shit about me. And the thing I've got to say about that is, fuck you. I don't need your shit. I don't need you. I don't need anybody else. I need me. That's it. You're going to tell me that, you know, my daughter is going to be hurt by the way I live my life when she barely knows who I am. If my wife doesn't like, or I'm sorry, my ex-wife, I keep doing that. It's been 6 months, but I keep fucking that up. If my ex-wife thinks that my daughter should not see me, that is her call, and only her call. And then when my daughter gets older, she gets to make that same choice. I got to make that choice when I was a kid. My daughter will get to make that same choice. And you know what? By staying true to what I believe in, how am I harming her? By actually staying true to the few ideals I hold left, which is this country can be great. How is that hurting her? Because, you know, you're never going to see this, because you're going to ignore me and you're not going to watch it. But if you do, I want you to think about it. When once have you ever actually seen me do the shit you accuse me of doing? When once? Prove it. I'd like to talk about it. And stop being a little bitch and hiding behind an anonymous mask. Anonymity is a cowardice. Anonymity is cowardice. That's why WikiLeaks is falling. That is why none of the anonymous campaigns against Scientology ever succeed. Anonymity means nothing. Alan Moore was wrong. V was not a symbol that can be used on a large scale thing. If you have something to say, attach your name to it. Make it real. I guess that's all I got. Because if I keep going, I'm going to start getting pissed off again, and then it's just not going to be ending well. So, hey, nice talking to you. I hope you liked the video. If you do, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, shit like that, comment, whatever. If not, whatever. I don't really have the patience to give a shit right now. So, until next time.